All right, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
I'm Brother Kashakwala.
Brother Zakaria.
I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to
Yahweh,
Yahweh, Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Yahushai,
Yahushai,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. This lesson just was a spirit, man. I just came to drop something off to this brother, you know, brothers checking up on brothers, and next thing you know, me and him chopping it up, and like, man, let's crank up a lesson. You know what I'm saying? So the lesson is going to be pertained around praying for one another, because it's been heavy, especially in our camp. Brothers just asking for prayer. Just keep asking for prayer, because that's what you should be doing every single day. You shouldn't only be praying when you're about to eat. You should be praying consistently throughout the day, whether it's out loud, whether it's in a secluded area, whether you have like a time to do almost like a proper type prayer on your knees, however you do it, or if it's a prayer mentally inside your head, or if it's another brother asking for prayer, man, you should always be praying, man. So without further ado, we're gonna hop into James, the 5th chapter. You can go ahead, bro.
You mind if I start at 15?
Yep, you can go ahead.
This is James 5 and verse 15. And the prayer of faith shall save the sick.
That's right. The prayer of faith shall save the sick, man. That's heavy. All right. Because the scriptures say, learn before you speak, and if thou be sick, use physic. All right. Or a physician. Okay. And who's our physician? Yahushai. He's our physician. We all need a savior. So that's who we pray to. That's who we ask for forgiveness. That's who we ask for healing. If a brother if a brother's sick and asks for prayer, who are we going to go to? We're going to go to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, and then ask Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai to heal that brother, man. That's the physician that we go to, man. You can reread that?
I'm going to reread it. This is James 5 and 15. So like it.
Come on, brother.
And the prayer of faith shall save the sick, and the Lord shall raise him up, so like it. And if he have committed sins, they shall be forgiven him.
There you go. That shows the scriptures call the Lord merciful and pitiful towards us. That shows you his mercy, okay? And the prayers will lift up that certain individual who is sick, okay, or who is sinful at that time, all right? And then the mercy will ultimately give him comfort, you could say. You got it, bro.
God, verse 16. Confess your faults. It's like it.
You good, brother.
All right. Confess your faults one to another, and pray one for another, that ye may be healed. The effectual.
The what?
The effectual.
Fervent
prayer of a righteous man availeth much.
That's right. Availeth much. Okay, meaning it's very weighty, or yeah, that's a good word. Very weighty, meaning and very important. All right, when something availeth much, it has a high level of importance to it when you pray for one another. Reread from the top again, real quick.
This is James 5 and verse 16. Confess your faults one to another.
There you go. It says, confess your faults one to another. When you read in the book of Sirach or Ecclesiasticus, it tells you what? Be not ashamed to confess thy sins and force not the course of the river. Okay? So don't, even a fault is being sick.
Yeah, God.
A fault is being injured. When something is faulty, it means it's not working in a proper manner. All right? So confessing your faults, it doesn't have to mean like, man, I just totally went blatantly off. You know what I'm saying? I need forgiveness. No, it could be, man, damn, I'm dealing with an ailment. I'm dealing with some infirmities. I'm dealing with certain situations that may not all the way be your fault, but it's a fault. Okay? It's something that's faulty and something that's a hindrance. You know, it's not always like, oh, you sinning. You know what I'm saying? Well, we sin every day, but faults can come in different shapes, forms, and manners, you know. And when you ask the brothers to pray for those faults and help you out, man, that's gonna avail much for you. You know, you got anything?
Hey, you what you said, bro. You on point. I really didn't have to say too much on that.
Go on, brother.
But I'm gonna continue and pray one for another, that ye may be healed.
Pray for one another that you may be healed. So, rapah, which means heal, or shalak rapayim, which means send healings. Okay, always say that. And me personally, when I pray, I ask the Lord to send safeties, or batakim, blessings, barakim, and healings, rapayim, to Yasha Arla, Ha'akim, Wa Bayaf Dawada, man. So Israel, the Akim, are the brothers in the house of David, man. All right, every single day, you know, you do that. Ask the Lord to, because our just as much as me and this brother need to be healed and saved and delivered, the rest of Israel does too, man. I'm speaking for the 1 and 2/3. All Israel needs to, man, we need to get out this predicament, because this ain't it, Chief, you know.
God.
So the prayers are what's helping us get further and further out of this predicament. Our prayers asking the Lord to heal Israel actually is bringing the missiles here faster, because that's the only way 2/3 is going to be healed.
All the sighing and crying. We was sighing, we complaining, and you know, brothers actually cry sometimes. Like, man, you know, surely depression maketh us mad, man.
That's
you know,
right.
we're mad, we're tired. You know, we've been afflicted everywhere. You know, this place is just pushed down on us.
That's right.
So we're just gonna keep tugging on the Lord, keep leaning on the Lord, and keep praying, not just for ourselves, but for one another. And the Lord actually hearing that, man. Let me get my hopeful up out of there. You know, that just makes us closer like a family. You know,
That's right.
once the Lord keeps saying, "Hey, pray, keep pray for him, keep pray for him, keep pray for," you know, the Lord gets really pleased. Like, man, they really praying for each other, man. I like that. You know, that's the coming together, man. You
That's
know,
right.
how we used to.
That's right. Beautiful. You got a precept?
Oh,
Oh, yeah, a little more.
That ye may be healed, the effectual, fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much. That was it on that.
Con. You can go to. We'll close it out on Sirach 12. Just start at the first verse.
God, let me get there.
Yeah, because like doing these things is good deed to one another, and according to Romans, the 2nd chapter, the sixth verse, I want to say, it says, "Who renders according to every man's deeds." So you're gonna get judged for the deeds that you've done. You know, whether they be wicked or whether they be righteous. You know, to the best of your ability. You know, you got it, brother.
Where you want me to start it
You
again?
start at 1.
God. This is Sirach 12 and verse 1. When thou wilt do good, know to whom thou doest it.
That's right. When you do good, know who you're doing it to, man. You don't just do good to any and everybody, you know? Because what did Yahweh Shai said? Just paraphrasing, don't release this, you know, pretty much wisdom unto, don't release your pearls unto swine and these things to dogs, all right? And because they'll take it and trample over it, you know? So you got to be mindful of who you do this to. Go ahead.
Come. So shalt thou be thanked for thy benefits.
And so thou shall be thanked for thy benefits. Keep going. And the scriptures say, I think in Psalm 64 or 68, one of them, I want to say it's 68. The scriptures say the Lord loads us daily with benefits. And when you go into the word benefits, it's actually Allah, if I'm not mistaken, which means power. So daily he loads us with power, man. That's why praying for one another is so pivotal, because it's power in that prayer. We got power. We really do have power.
Yeah.
I know brothers always talk about we gonna get spiritual power. Go, God dang it, we already got spiritual power. Real talk.
Kind of, if you think about it, why did he say, just roughly paraphrasing, don't let no one take your crown?
There you go.
Which means you already, there's already a king inside of you.
That's
you
right.
know?
That's right. That's a good point.
You know?
Yep.
I mean, you already got power.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the hope for elect is here, man.
That's
you
right.
know? If you read what Baruch, it says, they shall press me in the land of their captivity. Who is they? You know? So you already got power, man. We already here. We already set. You know, on a small level.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's heavy. That's right.
Con.
Who shall take your crown? He says, who shall take it? Meaning you already got it, man.
You already that king that he set up for
That's
you to
right.
be in the future, man.
That's right. It's beautiful.
You might be that hopeful elect already, man. Just keep praying.
That's
you know?
right. Hold fast. Go ahead, brother.
Kind do good to the godly man.
There you go.
Thou, Salakia, and thou shalt find a recompense.
Mm-hmm. What's the recompense is a payback. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. And if not from him,
Mm-hmm. So if you don't get a payback from that specific brother, go ahead.
yet from the Most High.
You'll get it back from the Most High. Regardless, you're going to get rewarded for the good deed that you did to a godly man. So
Okay.
it's a specific person or people you do this for. We don't do this for. We don't preach salvation for heathens.
God, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
No, we preach that for the elect 1/3 and the elect 144, man.
Con.
You know, there's a specific people we do this for. You know, we don't go praying for some Edomites and Elamites. Put
Mhm.
curses on it, man.
Con.
There's a separation and a distinguishing a factor between a blessing and a curse. Okay, we send blessings on who we are supposed to send blessings on, and curses who we're supposed to send cursings. But at the same time, just as many curses you put out, you should be putting out blessings too, man. You know, you can drop it right there.
Con.
You know, but it says, "Do good unto the godly man," and if you don't get a payback from him, you'll get it definitely from the Most High. And praying for one another, and your righteous prayers availeth much. The Lord hears and sees that, and actually smells that, according to the Book of Revelation, when when the angels bring the prayer up with incense and good smells and sweet savors. You know.
Con.
Do you have any closing remarks?
Allah, man, beautifully point. Oh, what I can say, yeah, man, you know, just keep praying, keep sighing and crying to the Lord that He hears our prayers, and keep it pushing. You know,
Sure.
that's what it's all about. Let's keep pleasing the Lord. You know, the Lord see us coming together. You know, so just keep glorifying and pleasing Him.
That's right.
God,
That's right. Hey, well, we want to give all glory, honor, and praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 First Fruit and brother Kasha Kwala.
And the brother Zakaria.
From the GMS Atlanta Church. Until next time, like always, Shalom.
Shalom.